new, and if you need to go back and just watch the second half of this, you will always know when we get to the second half, because if I am here, then I will put on an apron. Okay, so let's get this on, and then let me get my hair out of the way, because I definitely do not want any hair in what we're getting ready to make, because I will have the employees of KC Kitchen Center trying this on Tuesday to let me know. So we are going to do a strawberry, this is going to be a strawberry compote challenge. We're going to make strawberry compote 2 different ways. Oh, and y'all, when I put my apron on, Dusty got up and moved around. Say hello, everybody. Oh, and y'all got a big yawn. Okay. So we're going to make strawberry compote 2 different ways. One of the ways we're going to make it is how Debbie said to make it. So Orlando Debbie, who is here with us right now, sent me the idea for one way to make it, and then someone else sent me the idea for how to make it another way. Okay, so let me get my hair braided real quick. Let's go ahead. Oh, and thank you, Cynthia. Let me go ahead and get this turned on. Just because it takes that thing forever to heat up. So that is our little camping eye, because we do not actually have a working stovetop here at KC Kitchen Center, which makes it a little bit harder sometimes. Okay, while I am braiding my hair and getting another sip of water. So everybody get your sip of water. I'm Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This is the second half of chat number 273, and we were talking about squeezing some movement into your day, but in the second half we are having a strawberry compote challenge. So if you did not already know that Alyssa and I have been overrun with strawberries out of our garden for the last couple of weeks, then you've just not been here. Okay, so a couple of quick comments about the strawberries. Last week, if you didn't see last week, I tried, I think it was 5 different ways of making them last longer. So Alyssa is my granddaughter. We have a little garden space downtown. Someone a few years ago was kind enough to plant some strawberry plants there, and the runners have continued to keep them fresh and new and everything. And I cleaned out the beds this year, and I took out all of the older plants that were, that just weren't going to be producing anymore, and let the runners be the new plants. So that's how they regenerate themselves. And mulch them, or not mulch them, I composted, added some compost and some other things, but this is all organic. We didn't add any chemicals, no pesticides, no anything. So, oh my gosh, and Sylvia ate a whole quart of strawberries this week. I probably have too. So our strawberries are so happy that it almost to the point of irritating. And I'm not begrudging or belittling this. I'm so happy to have these strawberries, but it is literally almost to the point of like, it's been like, I've got to go collect strawberries again. Oh, let me show you real quick. This is my little buddy for today. Look, it's a little Tinkerbell. It's a little Tinkerbell fairy garden that I also got this weekend. Anyway, sorry, I love to have little, I don't know, I just love little things like this. Okay, so anyway, I am not begrudging having the strawberries. Loving it. Strawberry season is done. I had a lady explain to me, a lady who cans quarts of all kinds of food, explained to me that as soon as it hit 90 degrees, that strawberry season was over. Okay, guess what? It hit 90 degrees the last 2 days, and our strawberries are so dinky. They're so dinky. So strawberry season is over. I tried 5 different methods of strawberry preservation. You'll have to go back and watch last week's chat to hear about that. Or if you want to get the notes on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, those are already posted on there, just to let you know. I'm going to tell you though, aside from freezing, so obviously freezing is going to keep them, intact for months, but then they're frozen. As far as fresh strawberries, the glass jar, don't wash them, don't cap them, don't do anything to them. Like, I didn't even wash the dirt off of them, because again, these don't have pesticides or anything. They're out of our garden. Like, we would just eat them out of the garden. The glass jar with the lid method, these strawberries are almost 3 weeks old. Those are almost 3 weeks old in this glass jar, and we're going to use part of them tonight. So those are almost 3 weeks old. This one is like 3 days old. Okay? Look what a difference. Thank you, Sherry. Look what a difference. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So the glass jar method is definitely, I mean, like that's the way to go. Okay? Like next year, if they're this prolific, we will be doing tons of flash jars. I can see that in my future. Okay, we're going to cap some strawberries really quickly. I'll be talking while I'm showing you this. If you don't already have Swedish dishcloths, what are you doing? We do sell these here at Casey Kitchen Center. This is going to catch every bit of strawberry juice that I'm getting ready to make, with these overripe strawberries. So now that it's time to use these strawberries, I'm just going to cap each one of them, and I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, and Dusty thinks we have actual food. So I'm just going to cap each one, and if it's of any decent size, then I'm going to cut it in half. And see, did you see how little those are? So they are starting to get, you know, really small. And yes, Vicki, I did put the jar in the refrigerator. So the first thing that we're going to try for this strawberry compote is a recipe that Orlando Debbie sent me. And this is going to be a strawberry compote that's going to be made on a stovetop. So that is why I went ahead and got my little eye over there going. So you're just going to take your preferably fresh strawberries. You're going to cap them. Like if you bought these at the store, go ahead and wash them. Y'all know I'm not a germaphobe. Like bug germs don't bother me. So these have probably had roly-polies walking on them, and whatever. That doesn't bother me. I don't do people germs because people are nasty. Animals are, or bugs, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so go ahead and get them clean and then cap them. Now, Debbie's recipe calls for 6 heaping cups of frozen strawberries. Well, these are the last of my fresh strawberries out of my garden. We have just a teeny tiny bit more of them at home. But these are the last of the fresh strawberries out of our garden. So we're only going to be doing about a cup instead of 6 heaping cups of frozen strawberries. But her recipe calls for 6 heaping cups of frozen strawberries or other frozen fruit. So if you want to do some other kind of a compote, maybe this is not food for dogs. He's really very sure that this is food for dogs. But any kind of fruit. So I guess you could do, you could probably, any kind of frozen fruit. So you could probably do you could do blueberries, raspberries, whatever. So 6 heaping cups of frozen fruit. And in her recipe, you've got 4 tablespoons of monk fruit, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and then you're going to heat it. Okay, so I'm going to be, and Debbie just said she reduces the recipe all the time. Okay, so for the sake of time, we are going to reduce this. And see, now I am washing my hands. I've never given Dusty a strawberry, Cynthia, but I'm washing my hands on the on that Swedish dishcloth. Look how clean they are. Okay, so since we don't have since I don't have 6 cups, we're going to put in about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put in a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of monk fruit. And if you all want to know what monk fruit is, because trust me, these strawberries are stinking sweet. So I'm going to put in a tablespoon of monk fruit. And I've probably got a generous cup of strawberries in there. And I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon. I'm going to put in a teaspoon, of lemon juice, just to keep it from turning brown. You are okay. And then I'm also going to add a half of a teaspoon of sugar-free, let me show it to you, of sugar-free fruit pectin, just to help thicken it up a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put in just a little bit of water. Stir it all together. And we are going to go over here and get this on some high heat. So according to Debbie's instructions, these are going to go on high heat, and we're going to stir it every 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that going. Now, method 2, this is a recipe that someone else gave me who did not want to be mentioned. That is A-okay. This one is for it to go in the microwave. So this one, we're going to use same amount of strawberries. Again, these are all fresh, and I'm sorry he's crying. We might see if he wants a strawberry, if that would make him happy. I don't know, I've never given him a strawberry. Here. And he has already had his supper, so he is good to go. We're going to use the same amount of strawberries, and he did not want the strawberry. Apparently, he just wants to talk to you all. So we're going to cap these quickly. So how many of you all, hello Julie. So Julie just finished her dinner and she is joining us now. Julie, we are having a strawberry compote showdown. So we are making strawberry compote on a stovetop, and we are also making it in the microwave to see which one turns out better. You are okay, buddy. I do not know. I have no idea what he's crying about. We may have to just let him down. Here, you can get down and run around. Here, get down. Go get some water. Okay. So let's let him go over there and run around for a few minutes and see if that will appease him. We're doing same amounts of strawberries. These are fresh, like end of the season strawberries. These are the last, you know, kind of the last dregs of what Alyssa and I had in the garden. No, I don't know what you want, but nope. Nope. I don't know what he thinks I have. But anyway, so these are last of the fresh strawberries that we had. And Julie, we were just discussing that the strawberries in the glass jar lasted way longer. I mean, way longer than any of the other methods that I tried. Of course, you know, strawberries in the freezer, you know, that's going to last the longest, but this was as far as, you know, fresh strawberries lasting the longest. Okay, and I promise I'm just about done. So this one's going to be the microwave. We also have them going on the, no, he has gone out. So Melinda, he has actually gone out to investigate something in the showroom. There's no telling. There is no telling. He's old. He's already eaten. John says he has dogmentia. Anyway. Yeah, there's no telling. But yeah, so glass jar. So these in the glass jar, it's like they've been there like 3 weeks, and they still look just like they did. I did not wash them. I didn't do anything to them. So no, we can't go outside. We can't go outside. We're almost done. Okay, so we're gonna add the same things to this one. We're gonna do the. Hopefully that's actually heating over there so that we can finish this experiment tonight. Let me see. Okay, yep, that's getting hot. So we're going to do the 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. Nope, I don't know what you want, but we're not going out. And we're going to do a teaspoon of lemon juice. Woo! I keep squirting that lemon juice. We're going to do a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar-free pectin just to help thicken it up. No. You're fine. You are fine. I don't know what you want. And a tablespoon of monk fruit. Tablespoon of monk fruit, and then we're going to add just a little bit of water and stir it all together. I don't know what you need. Speak English. You need to learn to speak English. Okay, and then I'm going to put these in the microwave. I'm going to put these in the microwave for 2 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. unplug the microwave when I well, these strawberries smell good anyway. Okay, so 2 minutes. And I'm going to go see if I can appease him real quick while those are heating up. I promise I will be right back. Okay, so we've got strawberries cooking. Ooh, okay, those are coming to a boil now, and they smell fantastic. And he is going to be very mad, if you can hear him, he's going to be very mad because I just put him in another room. I do not know what he is so mad about. Okay, and wait, Debbie, what did you just ask me? Debbie said, did you cover the ones in the microwave? They will pop. Okay, let me go find something to cover those with. That's a good point. Okay, so while Dusty's working, let's go cover the ones in the microwave. Ooh, and the ones on the stove smell so good. They smell so good. Let's give them a quick stir. So Debbie, what all kinds of fruit have you made this way, Debbie? And I'm making this compote instead of the jam. So I had looked at, we had talked about a sugar-free strawberry jam last week is what we were talking about making, and I had bought some, oh, why are we paused? So am I paused for you all? Keep going. Keep going. That's too funny. For some reason, I think it's mad because I just put Dusty in another room. But anyway, Debbie, what kinds of other things have you been making the compote out of? So I decided to make the compote instead of the jam. Because I made some of my fat-free cream cheese recipe. I made some of my fat-free cream cheese recipe, which is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and to go with the English muffins that I had gotten, and I can't wait. So I can't wait to try those. Okay, let's check the ones in the microwave. The ones on the stove are coming to a nice little boil. Oh my goodness. I wish y'all could smell it in here. I wish you could smell this. Okay, so we're going to stir it, and we're going to put it in there for another minute. So if y'all can see this, that's the microwave version. We're going to put it in here for another minute. And yes, thank you, Debbie, for reminding me to cover it. Okay, for another minute on high. It smells so much like, I can't explain the effervescence. I don't know. I can't explain the strawberry wafting. It smells so good in here. So good in here. And I sincerely apologize about Dusty barking. He's totally fine. He's in the kids' room. Okay, let's get these going. And that little bit of water that I put in there with it, so I added just a tiny bit of water to both of them, and it's making like a syrup. So right now we just have strawberries, so I made a very much smaller batch of both of these just because these are the end of the season, you know, for the strawberries. But you can make as much or as little as you want. When Debbie makes this, well, Debbie's recipe, not necessarily how she makes it, but her recipe is for 6 heaping cups of frozen fruit. So you could do strawberries, blueberries, you could do any kind of frozen fruit, 4 tablespoons of monk fruit, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. I did about a cup of strawberries in the microwave, and I'm doing about a cup of strawberries on top of the stove. And so I reduced the amounts of everything else that I put in there. I put in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. I put in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and I do have a potato masher. I do, Debbie. We're getting ready to do that part. And then I did a half of a teaspoon of sugar-free fruit pectin, just to help kind of thicken it up. And then I did a tablespoon of monk fruit. So the reason that I picked the monk fruit, A, Orlando Debbie talks about it all the time, and B, of the non-sugar sweetener options, monk fruit is supposed to tolerate heat. It's supposed to tolerate heat better. That and stevia, and I don't buy stevia. I do have Truvia that has sugar and stevia in it, but I decided instead of using the Truvia, I didn't want to cheat with the actual sugar, so I'm trying it with monk fruit. And I can tell you from the smell, if the smell tells you anything about how this is going to taste, it's going to taste fantastic. So these smaller batches, we're going to be eating those here at Casey Kitchen Center. So I decided, since we were doing a challenge, since we were going to do a showdown between the on the stove version versus the microwave version, that we would make 2 smaller batches. And then I'm going to have the girls here at Casey Kitchen Center. We're not going to let Chris try it. He's our only boy. We're not going to let him try it. I'm going to have them try it on Tuesday to see what they think. But since we're doing the showdown, I'm making 2 smaller batches. So again, it's a cup of strawberries, and everything else, the amount is reduced. So you can make as little or as much as you want. But from everything that I read, this should keep in the refrigerator for about a week. So I wouldn't eat more than you think that you could consume in about a week. Okay, let's give one last try. Let's give one last stir to the one that's on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and grab the one out of the microwave so we can smush it up. Ooh. It is so hot. Let me grab a towel. Where is my towel? Here it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the one out of the microwave. And I will say it is super hot. So be very careful. Okay, and it did run over just a tiny bit. So that's going to be one. That is going to be one for the microwave version. Is it did run over just a tiny bit, and then I have been told that this is the final. This is the final thing to do, is to take a potato masher and go ahead and mash all that up as, as thick or as, as much like jam as you want it. And then we're going to spoon these out into the jars. And I'll say maybe a tiny bit less water. So Debbie, do you add any water to yours, or do you just let the Debbie uses hers on top of banana bread, a microwave mud cake. I see another microwave mud cake in her future. Oat bowls, so all kinds of things. And I have perhaps chosen way too big of a jar. That is okay, because that will be for some easy spooning out when it is time. Let's see if I can get the last little bit of that out here. Okay, so this is the microwave. This is the microwave strawberry compote. It smells fantastic. And the girls will be trying this on Tuesday. And Okay, and Debbie lets hers cook until it is a thick syrup and not so watery. So for the sake of time, we're gonna have to let it be watery. And maybe I'll make some more the right way next time. Okay, and let's see, this is the last call for the stovetop. And Dusty is so unhappy with us. So unhappy with us for not including him in this last little part, but you know, that's what happens when you get up and move around too much. Okay, I will say the stovetop is thicker. So this one is thicker. I think if you let it cook a little longer, I can see what Orlando Debbie is saying about it becoming just a thick syrup. So if you have, we're going to see how it tastes on Tuesday. Okay, so we will not know. I'm not going to try it tonight because it's hot. It smells fantastic. The kitchen smells amazing. So we will try these on Tuesday, but I can say at first blush, the one in the microwave is quicker. It's quicker. It did make a little mess in the microwave. It smells just as good, but the one in the pan, this is definitely going to be thicker. So I'm going to say Debbie's method wins. Her method wins for thickness and presentation, and we will see what the girls say on Tuesday about taste. This is the microwave version. This is the stovetop version, and we will find out on Tuesday what they think. So we'll get this recipe posted after Tuesday, after the girls have had a chance to try both of them, just so that we can give you an honest opinion about it. But I hope you all have enjoyed my summer of strawberries. Strawberry season is officially over, so we shouldn't be posting any more strawberry recipes unless it has the compote on top of it. And next up is peach season. So don't forget, if you are in or around Knoxville next Saturday, that is May the 28th, and this is 2022. So if you're watching this in 2023, 2024, and beyond, you missed it. So the peach tent will be here on May the 28th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at 5902 Kingston Pike if you happen to be in this area. And I'll be here too. So I hope y'all had another great week. I had so much fun. I'm going to go rescue Dusty so that he can calm down. But if you are watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and let that next video roll over. It's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Let that next video roll over. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can hear dogs barking all the time if you want to. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you'll be notified the next time we post a video. But y'all have a great week, and I absolutely cannot wait to try these. I'm so excited for Tuesday. But y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Good night.